Sends it up for the dunk, and he gets it.
Goes to the basket. You know she's got to finish.
Half-court shot. Oh, my goodness. They're still in it, buddy. Way downtown for the lead, and she got it. Wow. And the exclamation point on the game with a dagger here in the fourth. This is going down as a classic. Oh, what a shot. And I don't care if you called it or not. That's how you win. Good evening and welcome to Firestone High School for City Series Basketball Ladies Championship Edition. Tonight, two undefeated teams in this COVID-shortened season going at it in league play. The Kenmore-Garfield Lady Rams and the Buchtel Lady Griffins. The Kenmore-Garfield Rams, coached by Paris Whitaker, took over for the late, great young Tommy Jones. And Coach Neugebauer doing a great job over with the Buchtel Griffins. Has them back in the championship game. Punched the tickets of these two teams, Dave, the last 5 years. Joe Pukansky, Dave Schick, Peter George with you as we get ready to tip it off. Rams in white with the maroon and gold trim. Buchtel in the black. White checkered short with black, or black checkered short with white checks all along the side, and we get ready to go here. Yeah. Ayanna Lopp with the ball, and Buchtel comes out zone, Dave.
Yeah, and Lopp playing varsity since her freshman year, now senior year. Really developed a lot this year, and we'll get an interview with her coach in between the first and second quarter. Turnover to start.
Yeah, Bunkley takes it to the rack, up with the left hand, on the rim, no. Rebound, Jemiah Taylor, and that's one of the things Kenmore-Garfield does real well, offensive rebounding. Jemiah Taylor with the first stick back of the ball game. Starters real quick, as we'll get a chance. Day can't control it, and they get called for a double dribble. 2 turnovers in a row on the Griffins. For the visiting Griffins, Day Nash, senior point guard. Bree Banks, Kanai Chance, number Shania Manson, and Amaya Stallings. For Kenmore-Garfield, Ayanna Lopp, Brianna Bunkley, Myra El Kadir, Jemiah Taylor, and Kumari Shelton. Zone defense being shown by the Griffins. This matchup, Dave, pits two of the premier players and point guards in the league. Ayanna Lopp for Kenmore-Garfield and Day Nash for the Griffins.
Oh, great find in the middle of the key. Just can't get it to go in. Offensive board gives them another shot, but can't get that either.
And that's where the difference in this game might be. We talk about those great point guards. They very well could cancel each other out tonight, and it may come down to who gets it done inside. Man-to-man defensively by Kenmore-Garfield. 3 ball up by Stallings, no good. Rebound in traffic by Jemiah Taylor. We go the other way, they cut off Lopp. Lopp had 22 in the semifinal game against Ellett, where they went box and one on her the entire game. Day Nash, her counterpart, had 20 in the semifinal game against the Firestone Falcons. Both easy victories for these squads. Great defense, and they're going to get a 5-second violation. It seemed like it was a lot. You just wonder, was she closely guarded enough? Yes, she was, for enough time. First turnover for Kenmore-Garfield.
Yeah, probably if you ask 5 officials, you'll get kind of a different count each time. You know, I always feel like as an official, if I can lay down between the two, because I'm 6 feet tall, that's the rule. That's what I'm going for, and that certainly, from our vantage point, looked like it. Another turnover there.
Yeah, a lot of times the question will be, can I touch them? You know, it seems like they won't. Unless I could reach out and touch them, they won't start counting. But both teams coming out a little bit tight so far. Half-court trap look for Buchtel.
And at the NBA level, yes, because their arms are 6 feet long.
Right.
I don't think we have 12-foot wingspans down here.
3-second violation. So both teams a little bit tight and sloppy, as we often see in a championship game.
Well, and you tend to get yourself, especially on the 3-second, you're looking at something else. You're looking for someone to set up. Maybe you're waiting to go set a screen, and then you don't realize that you've been looking too long.
Back man-to-man defensively. Stallings resets it at the top of the key. Kenmore-Garfield playing really good defense so far.
Great vision by Stallings.
Yeah, it was. And Shania Manson with the duck in draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Both these teams with rather thin benches this year, partner, so foul trouble could be
a big issue.
Yeah, and she's playing with the mask on the nose from an injury prior. And as we know, when you see those at the other levels, they tend to get hot. They tend to be discomforting.
Was that one of your basketball injuries too?
The nose? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
I didn't get a mask, though.
No, you just toughed it out.
But I will say, even when you're playing with it or any activity,
it's an adjustment for sure.
It's almost like there's something dangling. You know, it doesn't hurt, but you can feel it's a discomfort. It's hurting.
Lop from 22,
Woo!
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Great shot for Lop.
Do not let her get set. She can light it up.
Good movement on the offense there to keep it moving and make them try to switch.
One thing we know, Kenmore-Garfield often been
bringing Taylor out high, trying to get a screen on her. And she wants to go back underneath to protect the rim. She does.
Nice take by Amaya Stallings for her first two. They cut it to 5-4. And I've seen this out of Buchtel. I've seen them a couple of times this year. You think, oh, they're going to want to go up and down, up and down. They will be patient offensively.
And now they're trying to go inside to Taylor now. She gets it. The window's there. Great job putting it on the glass.
Yep, Kumari Shelton with her first two in the ball game.
Yeah, Shelton, I'm sorry, was the one
they
went
tough,
into.
Man. The 3-2, I did it the other night about 10 times.
Oh, great help defense there.
And we get a jump ball. You always wonder, are you going to get a reach there? But no, Lop had ball. Possession will stay with Buchtel. Coming in off the bench, oftentimes the Griffins' second best scoring option, Leah Cheatham, who can light it up from the outside, and it can be very physical driving as well.
Looking in the corner.
Great patience. Great patience to set that up. Amaya Stallings with 5, tied up at 7. Both teams kind of settling in here halfway through the first quarter.
The pace still very high.
They're going to get Stallings on the bump.
You're going to say pre-shot.
Yep.
Shot went in. WNBA, that would have counted.
Lop to trigger the inbound. She looks in, can't find it in, but yep, she does. She finds Kumari, who gets it right back to her, but nothing there, so she'll reset the offense.
Last foul was on Stallings, her first, team first.
Shot blocked by Cheatham, turnover, and it'll stay with the Griffins.
Yeah, and see this, they go right into the full court while you kind of relax a little bit on that play.
Shot blocked by Taylor, and good thing she did. That would have been her second foul. Stallings open again. She finally hits the rim, but battling inside again is Shania Manson. She draws another foul.
Yeah, she's got 2 rebounds, her first.
2 fouls on Taylor, who does a lot of work inside. So they're going to have to go. They're not going to necessarily go smaller. Nia Horn will give them even more size, but they lose a little bit of speed this way.
Nobody up to, oh, no. There they come in for the sub. That'll bring in Nia Horn, sorry.
Manson 4 for 4 from the line in the first quarter. Gives the Griffs a 2-point lead. Pass tipped. El Kadir, they're looking to trap her whenever possible. Shelton, you're going to see a lot of that, Dave. She loves to go back to that left shoulder. That's her kind of her patented move. She draws the foul in doing so.
And the coach in the official's ear thought she was more vertical, but gave up her defensive position by coming towards the ball.
That one's going to go on Nash, her first. She got caught helping down. No good on the first one.
I think certainly a game that we're going to have. We've already had it so far here early in the first. Lead changes back and forth.
And the thing about foul trouble is if you get into it, it limits what you can do defensively. Cheatham almost too open, didn't expect herself to be that open, didn't really get her feet set. Rebound by El Kadir.
Yeah, and that's one of those long twos that you don't need to take.
Great pass by El Kadir. She finds Nia Horn for her first 2 off the bench. Full court pressure by Kenmore-Garfield.
Pressure a little late, giving up the fast break.
It opened. That time, Cheatham was more than ready for that wide open lane.
Yeah, and just a little late to each assignment as they follow the ball around. Allows her to get an unstoppable path to the basket.
She's using every bit of the court, Islop.
And that's a player that's confident in their handle.
Yeah. I'm just going to wait here until I get what I want, get my breath, and then I'm going to take it to the rack.
Gets backed into the corner and not even nervous. I can dribble my way out of here.
Yeah, one-on-one, she's not worried about it. If they send a trap, she might get moving earlier. And that's what they're looking to double Day-Day and get it out of her hands. Great job by Stallings drawing the contact and then just throwing it up, almost threw it in, drawing the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, it's the swipe coming across. It'll go on Buckley. First for her, team third.
Stallings drills the first. Can't get the second one to go, but Nash rips down the rebound. Caught in the corner. Lopp gets a hand on it. It's going to go off of Buchtel. Didn't look like it from here, but we did not have the best angle.
Looks like it's going to be a foul.
Okay.
And that's what gets him the ball.
That would be
pointed direction.
That would make sense.
I believe. It looked like she gave a
they
number.
They didn't show it. Yeah, he said team third. It went on Kenai Chance, I believe.
There's 2, yeah.
Errant pass, but it's run down by Lopp. Now they're going to bring the trap. Shelton with kind of a wild shot, but she's bailed out on the hack defensively.
Yeah, that's where the block isn't coming vertically. It's coming with the player, so they're making contact while the player is in the air. Blackman, her first, team fourth.
Shelton now 0 for 3 from the line. She shot it pretty good here the other night.
Yeah, you'd be feeling pretty good if you had those shots go in.
Yeah. Buchtel 5 for 6 from the line so far, and Kenmore-Garfield 0 for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound.
Banks.
Going the other way. Stallings kind of got into no man's land there. Turnover.
Put a bigger center on her to make her shoot over top.
Yep.
Interesting there. Lopp takes the contact looking for the foul. Does not get the foul, but the player loses the ball for contact and gives a turnover.
And I will say Day-Day was almost falling down there. Could have got a foul call.
It should be one or the other.
Nope, it's the bailout.
If you're saying that she was already falling, then it should be the.
And now we're going to get a ticky-tack off the ball. Possibly.
What?
We're going to get Shania Manson off the ball.
Yeah. But getting towards the bonus.
Oh, you cannot leave her open. She did miss that one, though. Good rebound by El Kadir. She's got 3 already.
Trying to get back in the post.
Tried to draw the contact, just didn't have any angle to make that. Another rebound by Banks. Nash on the attack. Just got too far under.
Yeah.
Like she used the wrong pivot foot and wanted to use the other one.
You're right, yeah.
What can I do?
Well, I think she wanted to come all the way around.
But she had already used that one pivot foot, or she could have.
And she just got twisted.
Hey, I've been there, Shania. I've been there. 12-11. Griffins with a 1-point lead.
It's almost one of those ones where you're expecting the bump back and you don't get it. And then like the chair is pulled from underneath.
Out of bounds. Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yep.
Never reestablished back in bounds.
Yeah, it's one of those things you want to clean up, right?
Just don't know where your feet are.
Yeah. Another change defensively here, kind of like an extended 2-3 look.
See, that's a good no call.
Floppy.
Flop, but didn't alter where she was going. Didn't take the advantage away by making a call.
Yeah, not a good shot there by Stallings. A little quick, especially near the end of the quarter. Lop forces her way into traffic. Had a good look, but it got poked away. Stallings going to look to hoist here, but it's stolen. Lop gets it. Hoist from half court. Rim, and almost good. After one quarter, an entertaining one here at Firestone High School. It's Kenmore-Garfield 12 and Buchtel 11.
City Series basketball right here in APS IS will certainly conclude with our APS Information Player of the Game. We'll have that at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Certainly APS IS, your place to find all your City Series athletic action as well as other information about the district itself. You can find them at Facebook at Akron Schools or Twitter and YouTube at Akron Public Schools on Facebook and Akron Schools on Twitter on YouTube, or certainly go to akronschools.com. Field of science, technology, engineering, and math learning at the Akron Public Schools is woven throughout the curriculum. Their STEM schools are among the best in Ohio. Learn more by going to akronschools.com. Also, APS IS wants to thank Swenson's Drive-In for their support of Akron Schools and athletics. Swenson's Drive-In, home of the Galley Boy, America's favorite cheeseburger.
Good job catching up there, Dave, after no timeouts in that first quarter. And I think I may have misspoke. It's Buchtel 12, Kenmore-Garfield 11 after one. I feel like I said Kenmore-Garfield 12, Kenmore-Garfield 11, which would be okay if it was a practice, but not here tonight.
We'll get our interview in hopefully on our next timeout.
Sure. Pressure by Buchtel. I was going to say it was going to be a 5-second violation, but instead they get the turnover. Now there's a bump. That was pretty easy. Nia Horn just couldn't stop the momentum there. Day put the brakes on and she could not. Nash draws the foul. Fourth one on the team. Jemiah Taylor for Kenmore-Garfield, the only one with two thus far. Nice shot fake from 17. Swish for Kenai Chance.
Yeah, and that's such a hard shot to defend. You're trying to take away the drive or the three. And when you can make that consistently, it's a great shot because it just draws the defense out.
Rare turnover by Lop as she loses the control of the ball.
Yeah, and look at Lop making her use her left hand and trying to beat it, try to get her to go into a trap.
That was a great save by Bunkley. No turnover there, just almost.
Tip and a tip.
Yeah.
So smart, making her trying to use that left, and you see what it did. She tries to go with that left hand and doesn't get into a great shot for her.
El Kadir gets her fourth rebound. Boy, Buchtel really extending the defense man-to-man here, making Kenmore-Garfield really uncomfortable.
Yeah, and this is what I like to see. There it is. You're coming out for the screen. Make a decision.
Yep. That good hedge, but too much contact, give a little more space, and it does the job without the foul.
Yeah, and when you have a ball handler that like that, you want to use screens, you want to use back cuts because they draw so much attention.
Right. It allows other people that can't get their own shot to get free.
Well, and you bring your big out there, so you bring someone that's not as mobile to switch on her. So a little too much dribbling there.
Yeah, well, they're trying to force the ball out of Lobb's hands and into the secondary ball handler's hands as much as possible, and they rely on her to do so much of that ball handling.
Deep.
Yeah, that was deep. Lobb's quick hands in there. Once the ball's brought down, advantage her, but it will stay with Buchtel. Nice job by Manson on the boards. Jamea Taylor back in and Lily Wilson in for the first time, giving Bunkley a break.
Some confusion at the table, trying to sub someone off the Buchtel bench. It looks like they were just trying to get it to the table after the ball was inbounded.
And Buchtel's really winning the battle on the offensive boards. Not that time as Shelton pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, Banks has played well.
Mm-hmm. Taylor back in. She gets it once. Wanted a foul, did some of the fans. They don't get it. Nash with the crossover, can't get it to go. Taylor with the...
That's just great length.
Yep.
Absorbs the contact. Makes her take a bad shot with the block.
Nash got it back, but couldn't get the second one to go. Taylor, nice job with 2 fouls. Going straight up, too, not getting the foul.
Yeah, switches the big on her.
And she finds the roller. Great job and a good finish by Kumari Shelton. Back to a 1-point game now, 5 minutes left in the second quarter. They're just looking to double Nash, get it out of her hands as much as possible. Stallings with the shot fake, can't get it to go. Rebound goes to Lily Wilson.
And this is what's so nice is Lob can walk it up. Offense can take a breath.
And we're like, why aren't they pushing? Well, they're playing a couple players the entire time. Now they're looking to go 2-man. Look how they're doubling Shelton in the post. She had a huge 24-12 game in the semi the other night. Little 2-man game. That's a moving screen. Come on. That one was easy.
Not sure they were ever set, either an offensive or defensive player. I'm not sure the defensive player ever tried to go through the screen because they never kind of met up with one another,
maybe.
per se.
Yeah, maybe not enough contact. I would have fell if I was a defensive player and made it look like there was a ton of contact. I guess they're going to give that back to the Griffins.
I think a correction on the out of bounds was the call.
Yeah, no foul.
I thought we were going to timeout. I was getting ready.
Yeah, you're ready, man.
Play our coach's comments.
They're going to load you up in the second half.
I
with
know.
them, maybe.
Well, we'll have to get to it.
I think we'll see one called in the next couple minutes, I'm guessing. As the play is really slowed down. 2 points apiece this quarter. Team's fatigue kind of setting in a little bit.
Yeah, some of the excitement's wearing off, so you can see those shots going a little short.
How did that thing go in? But it did. Kumari Shelton with a tough shot, really well defended.
Yeah, I mean, just a hard shot to try to make. And it went in and out and in and out.
Taylor again goes straight up with the block.
Her second block.
Step through by Kadir. 3-pointer up, Lob can't get it to go. Taylor battles for it, gets it. She can't get it to go. Shelton rips it, but can't pull it down. Stallings comes out with it.
Yeah, and they've stopped moving offensively as we saw in the beginning of the first quarter. Now they're trying to slow things down a little too much in comparison.
Great defense by Wilson. Oh, he could have had a travel there. No call. A little hoppy. 2-foot hoppy. You'll see it on the replay. Nice skip pass to Cheatham in the corner. It's way too long. They can't hit anything from the outside. Shelton with her third rebound in as many possessions. There it is.
I almost said she couldn't hit the side of the barn.
These teams are both exhausted right now.
I don't know if we have any barns left in this area.
Well, I think the initial adrenaline is worn off, and they're just plain tired.
All right, we'll get our had a chance to talk with Bookdale coach before the game about how their season has gone so far.
Coach, if you could just kind of give us a summary about how the season's gone as we get here to the championship game. Yeah, it's going well. We're 10-6 overall. We just beat Revere. We had a big win in earlier in the year against Kenston. Undefeated in the city right now, and excited about tonight. Is there a player or players that you've had this year that you've just really seen a lot of growth throughout what is a crazy season? Yeah, it's been a crazy season, but a lot of them have developed and continue to grow. Sanaya Manson, she's a senior forward. She's probably taken the biggest step during this year. She's really grown as a player and stood out as far as most improved. On the team, it would be her. Okay. Yeah.
Had a chance to talk with him before the game, and certainly Manson being mentioned there, and rightfully so.
Big difference maker in the first quarter and on the boards here for the Griffs.
Yeah, we'll have the other side from our Kenmore-Garfield coach.
Sometime.
Yeah, well, maybe on the next time out.
Shelton from 18, that's not the shot that they want, but they want the rebound by Bunkley, and they get it. She takes a better shot, can't get it go. Shelton, where she's more comfortable.
She takes up so much space in the key with double and triples, trying to keep her off the boards.
And the fourth shot at it. No. And they get another look. And Bookdale faithful is screaming to box out and get a rebound here. And we're going to have an offensive foul on the high screen.
Yeah, it's an illegal screen.
Yeah.
So player moved over trying to trip her up. And screens have to be within your vertical space.
Yeah, Chance's second personal. She's the first Griffin with 2.
And those ones are easy. It's usually the hip, the leg that trips the player, and not the shoulder.
Yeah, where you stick it out.
It's not that they get hit by the shoulder, because it's harder to lean that shoulder out.
Lop kind of forces that one into traffic and draws the foul. Stallings has really done a good job, but draws that big second personal foul there. She's really done a nice job defensively on Lop so far.
Yeah, she's got a tough assignment because great ball handling, explosiveness.
Lop has
and a lot of times you're on an island.
And she nails both. 3-point lead for Kenmore-Garfield.
That's a part of a great player's game that people don't talk about. 2 points, you can't foul him now because you know you're going to get points there too.
Had the look, but a little quick on it for Stallings. Rebound, Shelton. And the key has been Kenmore-Garfield has just rebounded a lot better here in the second quarter. We know Bookdale hasn't shot it well. Neither team has.
They could have potentially 3 players with double-digit rebounds. And now we got a block.
Great help by Shania Manson there.
Yeah, gets the block there. 5 blocks by both these teams here in the first half.
And it's not so much Lop is forcing. Her team's a little bit tired. They're doing a lot of standing around right now, so she's trying to make something happen. Shelton gets to the spot. Great jump stop and score. Kimari Shelton 6 second quarter points, 8 overall.
Well, and she's such a compliment player to Lop, having that ball handling and driving. Now you have a player that's just, when she gets the ball, she can post up. She can get a little fadeaway. She's very well versed in the key, offensively and defensively.
Biggest lead of the night here for Kenmore-Garfield. Stallings open that time. She can't get it to go again. Loose ball picked up by who else? Kimari Shelton. Lop, who's in no man's land where you don't want to be, but it's okay for her. Nice steal Buchtel needs an easy basket on the other end, and they get it off of the turnover.
Yeah, and that Lopp trying to do a lot, but didn't have a place to go with the ball afterwards, and just continue to kind of be in a double team. Turns it over.
Yeah, both these teams are gassed. They've used so much energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to try and go into Sheldon.
Nice block again by Manson. Oh, and that's going to be a big foul. If it's on Taylor, and it was, that will be her third.
Yeah, and that's a frustration one. Yeah. I think ideally you would have wanted, like I said, to have Sheldon get the ball. Maybe she posts up and just kind of eats this clock out. But a player that you're not necessarily putting offensive plays in for gets in and tries to do something. And that's just being frustrated that you got blocked.
Yep. Nash with the clock winding down. Great defense. Nash for three, off the rim and no. And a tight game throughout after 2 quarters of play. It's Kenmore-Garfield 19 and the Buchtel Griffins 16. We'll be back with first half stats in second half action. You're watching City Series Championship Basketball here on APS-IS. As we get ready to get back to action here in second half, Dave Schick with some first half stats.
All right, looking at the Griffins here, Stallings with 6 points. Certainly one of their main scorers in the first quarter, but not any in the second. She's their leading scorer. Second one is Manson with just 4 free throws. The rebounding still the edge, only 11 team rebounds compared to 21 by the Rams. On the other side, Sheldon with 8 points and 5 rebounds. You also have Taylor, who's got 7 rebounds as well. And then you have Amaya Lopp with 7 points on the scoring end.
Nice drive and take to the hole to start the second half for Kenai Chance. Same starters for both teams, Nash, Banks, Chance, Manson, and Stallings for Buchtel. Lopp, Bunkley, El Kadir, Taylor, and Shelton for Kenmore-Garfield.
Yeah, and really the 4-point quarter, 8 and 4 points. So the second quarter just a flip-flop of what we had in the first quarter of 11 and 12 scoring on each side.
Well, the defensive energy was so much and, so strong in that first quarter. It kind of, the offense is just tuckered out there in the second. We'll see if they come back to life here a little bit in the third quarter. I think it's going to be a defensive game.
Yeah, not a lot of subs.
45-40 might even win this thing tonight.
Pretty much only subbing for a little bit of foul trouble. Only person in foul trouble that we saw was Maya Taylor of the Rams with 3 fouls.
On cue, you call her name, she's like, I'm open. Taylor with her second basket of the game.
Yeah, and she has 4 offensive rebounds. So getting him a lot of second chances, but had to sit because of early foul trouble.
Stallings has been short on her last 4 attempts. Nash takes that just into the trees, but she gets a rebound. Can't get it to go. Lopp runs down the long rebound. And there, she's getting extra attention. Wisely so. Oh, great overplay by Stallings. She rushes the shot on the other end, though. But Buchtel being the team now getting the offensive rebounds. It's Bree Banks gets one and passes to Chance, her second basket and one. Chance for the 3-point play and to tie the ball game. Back iron twice, can't get it to go. Rebound yanked down by Shelton.
Yeah, hit a lot of parts of the rim.
Yeah, wanted to go but said nah.
And see, they're showing the double team, almost triple team at half court. And those you got to drive in. You have numbers. It's a long shot, even though you have the advantage for the rebound.
Good job by Al-Qadir running it down. She's got 6 rebounds. Shelton with her feet on the line, can't get it to go. But nobody's getting on those shooters. Bunkley pulled that one down. Third time a charm. Give a good team 3 chances, they make you pay. 3 for Bunkley. We're going to have a bump, and it's going to be, unfortunately, Taylor, who just been at the wrong end of contact too much tonight.
Yeah, and that's trouble. It's real early to try to get that.
Yeah,
4 personals.
She's probably going to have to sit the rest of this quarter, I would imagine.
And here's the hard thing. Taylor, she's got 4 points, 7 rebounds, 4 offensive, 3 blocks. So she's been a great defensive stopper, especially one-on-one against other players. And now she's going to sit for easily 15 minutes because you're not going to bring her in until probably halfway through the 4th.
Another offensive rebound. Key to the game. Both ends. And a stick back for Manson. And Stallings has had some good looks, but she's missed, I think, her last 6 shots. Jump shot inside. El Kadir gets it back and good. She's been all over the boards, gets her first 2 points, a big stick back. It's all off of offensive rebounds, Dave.
Yeah, she's got 5 offensive.
Both teams getting all their offense off of second chance shots. Just throw it up and go get it. Not that time. Shelton runs down the loose ball. She's got 7 boards now. Lob from 21. Got it.
Yeah, and a great time. She started the first quarter, so she got a little rest at halftime, and then bang, come out and hit the 3.
Biggest lead of the night for the Rams, up by 7. Buchtel takes time.
Talking with the coach from Buchtel. We'll get her thoughts on how the team has gone this year.
Coach, could you tell us a little bit, just a little summary of how your season's gone to get to this point in the championship game?
Our season has went really well. Of course, we have a few losses from the outside teams, but we saw what we needed to work on, and we're going to capitalize on that tonight. We did have a COVID incident a couple weeks ago, but we're ready to play after that. You know, you had to be out the gym for a while and not able to run up and down. Sometimes that hurts, and it kind of showed during the Hoban game, but we're ready for this game tonight.
Is there a player that you've had on your team that you've just seen a lot of growth from in what has been an unprecedented season in basketball?
Yes, my senior point guard, Ayana Lott, she's been playing varsity since her freshman year, but I feel like this year has really been amazing for her. She's a floor general. She sees the passes. She makes the right decisions. Jemiah Taylor, she's a senior also, and she's kind of like my underdog. You know, she's surprised. Not that many people probably scout on her, but she's like the key for us. And Kumari Shelton, she does a wonderful job. She's only a junior, but she's like one of my hard players.
And speaking of Shelton, readjusts the shot. Bunkley knocks it out of bounds. Ball goes back to Kenmore-Garfield. Coach Paris Whitaker, she kind of highlighting the big 3. They do it in different ways. Shelton does it with scoring and rebounding. Taylor does it on the offensive glass.
Yeah, and we talked about how important it is to have her on the floor, and now they don't have her because of just foul trouble.
What a great hustle there by Manson. And 2 on the other end. Maya Stallings finally got an easy look and needed that, and they needed that basket to cut it back to a 5-point game.
So I know they want to bring her out, but she's so far away from the basket. I'd love to have her post up and have lob inbound that pass to her.
There's the thing, and that's part of that is the Buchtel pressure you mentioned. They're forcing that screen to come out so high, it gives them room to operate, but not necessarily Shelton getting the ball where she can score, but she backs her ways down and draws the foul.
Manson with the foul, team first.
Shelton uses every part of the rim to get that one to go. She's got 9. Kanai Chance back in for the Griffs. Second one is short. Nash with the rebound. She goes all the way, finds Stallings in the corner.
Oof, just a little off timing wise. Would have had it in stride.
Ball loose on the floor, and they're going to get Manson for traveling.
Their first turnover here in the second half.
Yeah. I think Coach might have wanted a bump before the travel.
He thought she was still using her pivot foot. The referee showed it looked like she pivoted and then moved the pivot foot back. So kind of like teeter-tottering back and forth.
Good move by Bunkley, but she can't get it to go. Nash somehow runs down the rebound. Tight wire on the line. Cheatham with the outlet to Stallings in the run out. Score for 2. Nice job finishing by Stallings. She's in double figures with 10, and it's back to a 4-point game.
Yeah, and important for Stallings to be able to finish that. She had a fast break in the first half, not able to convert. But those easy baskets, it's such a one-possession game. Kick ball not called twice.
And that's Stallings forcing out of Lop's hands. That she tried to draw the contact, threw it up, but Nash gets another offensive rebound. And bam for Kenai, chance for 3, a huge third quarter, and it's back to a 1-point game. Kenmore-Garfield looks a little tired and out of sync. Good timeout by Coach Whitaker.
Yeah, and I would see here, how long can you last without Taylor? They've gotten back with a 1-point game. Do you take the risk, put her in, and try and extend that lead?
I would say at least to the end of the third. I mean, the book would say 4-minute mark, maybe 6-minute mark if you really, but they might have to do it at the end of the quarter.
I felt like if they could hold on to that lead, a 5-point lead roughly around there, you could bring her in the beginning of the fourth, try to extend, try to keep things going, because we're seeing what an important part she is defensively for their team. The fine arts are alive and well at the Akron Public Schools with their 3 facilities, the Miller South School, the Firestone Community Learning Center that we're at today, and the Akron School for Arts, all offering award-winning programs that include a commitment to sequential art courses designed to develop the advanced skills in the specific arts and focus. Learn more at akronschools.com. APS-IS also wants to thank BNS Sports for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics, BNS Sports, for a large selection of sports apparel, footwear, and sports equipment.
We're ready to get back to action here. Kenmore with the ball, hanging on to the slightest of leads. 1 point here. Struggling to get it in, and they do, barely, to Shelton. She's got a lane, draws shot. Bunkley for 3, can't get it to go. Chance with the rebound. Booker with the ball and a chance to take the lead. They trail by as many as 7. A couple of transition baskets have kind of helped ignite the offense here in the third quarter.
I'm not sure why Buchtel's trying to slow it down.
Stallings for 3, no.
That hasn't been their game.
Nia Horn
with the rebound.
Yep. Bunkley again for 3. It's in and out. El Kadir doing a great job on the boards. Draws the foul. 8 rebounds for Amira.
Yeah, and that's who they need. Kind of fill in for Taylor. They play similar positions, similar styles to their game. She's got to step up and really be there. And what they do well is they have Bunkley out for that 3, but then they crash. They crash for that rebound. And they crash close to the rim, and then they have a guard come out to that kind of that long rebound area.
They definitely crash hard. Manson going to take a seat.
Yeah, she picked up her 3rd foul on that.
El Kadir short on the second one. Chance rips down the rebound. Another chance to take the lead. Nash open for a second, passes it up. Good ball movement. Cheatham for 3, no.
Yeah, hard to come off the bench and then hit a rhythm 3.
Shelton fires from 17, can't get it to go. Just relentless getting after the offensive rebound. She had no business getting that rebound.
Yeah, she took what was a bad shot.
Yep.
Banks tried to block her out, and she's swimming through the arms and bodies to try and get there because she knew there was going to be a long rebound. She does, and just gets enough to kind of get in position, and the hand so strong to try and get that rebound.
Those effort plays, how big are they? Now can she make it hurt? She drains the first one. Shelton now with 10. 2 for 7 from the line. Make it 3 for 8 as she nails them both. Take it back up to a 3-point lead. 2-3 extended zone here. Cheatham with the seam. There's a little bit better look for the Griffins, and it seems like sometimes they're passing up the short shot for the long one. Not there as Stallings gets the own miss. Up for 2.
Yeah, it took a leaner, not a great shot, missed it though, but then just the speed to go after that rebound that comes down.
Lopp was trying to draw the foul there, no call. Chance with the rebound. Lopp thought she had her on her hip, but not enough contact to warrant the foul. Cheatham hard to the rack. Nice job cutting it off. Inadvertent. I think Shelton thought it was going to be a foul on her, and she's like, what? That is a slow barrel roll.
Official talking to the player, I think, as they were talking to the official as to what the call was going to be. So
he was like, give me a chance.
Let me call it.
You're going to like it.
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of contact. Lopp tried to take the charge. No whistle. Play on. Bree Banks with another offensive rebound.
Cheatham tried to help her up.
Just call offensive rebound. If you want to score, get an offensive rebound in this game. Great pass, but a good hustle by Nash to knock it. And it's going to be out off Shelton? Huh.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. It looked like she had a finger on it. She was about a half step behind where that would have been a perfect pass.
5 seconds left. Nash tries to split the double team. And that's going to be, I think, a loose ball foul on Nash. That'll be her third. That's a right call there.
Yeah, not enough time to get a shot up, though.
No. Just throw it to the other team.
Well, you got to inbound it somewhere.
Or you could just take the time and take the 5-second call and let the other team inbound to give you some extra rest.
Nah.
Why not? Got to be a tip there. After 3 quarters of play, we have got a barn burner here at Firestone High School. Kenmore-Garfield Lady Rams 32, the Bookville Lady Griffins 31.
We'll have our APS-IS player of the game at the conclusion of tonight's City Series Championship. We've had it each time, and certainly we try to highlight the determined and dynamic players that are on our APS-IS broadcast. If you want to look at some of the past games that we've had them just on our last broadcast that we had, you can look at the full game or highlights. It's always fun to send those to friends and family members.
For sure. We're not used to crowds. We got it tonight.
APS-IS also wants to thank the Akron Felt and Chanel for their support of Akron Schools and Athletics. Akron Felt and Chanel, specializing in screen printing, embroidery, and photo printing. Well, they come into this last quarter with a slight lead. And Taylor continues to sit on the bench.
Yep. Foul trouble. If we go over Manson and Nash for Bookville, 3 apiece. Jemiah Taylor for Kenmore-Garfield with 4. There's a turnover. El Kadir, another big play. Finds Lopp. Off the glass, no. Rebound to Stallings. And she runs it the other way.
Too fast on the scoop.
Nash can't get it to go.
Wow.
Lott pulls down the rebound in traffic.
That's what every tall player hates, a small guard that comes in and rips it from you.
Yep.
They're so fast. They're like a fly. It's like a slow shooting motion, and you can't help but get drawn in thinking you can get the block, and then you just get the foul.
Super physical, but does a nice job. Ooh, that's going to be on Manson.
Now she's got 4.
She does such a nice job of playing really physical, but with body control. Back iron and no on the first one for Shelton. El Kadir going to get a quick blow, but everybody is, because Coach Neugebauer calls time. And they got plenty left to use. He's probably going to use quite a few in this quarter.
I know, I had no chance to read any coach's interviews the first half. I was just trying to find a spot to put it. Now I got plenty of time. Akron Public Schools, though, they want to let you know nutrition specialists create more than 32,000 meals every day for their 21,000 students, and they're all free. Research shows that improved nutrition has the potential to positively influence students' academic performance, and that is why it's important to the students at Akron Public Schools. Learn more at akronschools.com. I always laugh about this time of the season because I read the spots. I'm like, wow, spot sounds just like me. And I was like, oh, yeah, I wrote the spots. Because for a while, like, you know, we had another person that wrote spots. And then, like, you know, their cadence was different. And now it's my exact cadence because I wrote it. But I forget at this point in the season.
Shelton splits the pair, 2-point ball game. Stallings with the attack. And that's what we like to see, I think, if you're Stallings. Did not settle for the jump shot, which she could have gotten quickly. She attacks Shelton. Her first. She's got plenty of hacking she can do if she'd like. Stallings with a chance here to cut into the lead, maybe even tie.
That's the crazy part. Such a defensive presence. Offensively in the post a lot. First foul here in the fourth quarter.
Stallings leads all scorers in the ball game with 13. Kenai Chance with that big third quarter has 9. 2 for 2, and we're tied. Stallings with 14. Shelton with 12, and Lopp with 10 lead Kenmore-Garfield.
Like in a diamond zone, just looking at Lopp.
They're really asking Shelton to beat him one-on-one, and she's done a lot. That time it's turned over, and Lopp sneaks in right there and gets the offensive foul.
Yeah, in a play that a lot of times gets missed, the person with the ball passes it away, but then they continue on with their momentum, and they plow right over that defender. And it doesn't do the defender justice because they're in position, even though they weren't necessarily guarding or they were giving them space. Great call.
You're going to have to go back door with this pressure if you're Kenmore-Garfield because they're just overplaying everything. Could have had a foul there. Lopp with an ill-advised 3. Nope. Nailed it from 25. That was great defense and just better offense by Lopp, and they needed that basket big time.
Great players know when to get a basket, and she got one there.
They're going to get Lopp her second. Only the fourth on Kenmore-Garfield. And I guess it's time. 6-minute mark.
Yeah, up 3. You need her in there. So they bring Taylor back in. 3 blocks.
A lot depends on the player, too. If the player is one who you can rely on to be let's say, smart about it. You know, senior. You know,
hustle players. You know, it's hard for them to stop going after stuff because that's just what they do all the time.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you're in position.
Yeah. And you'll see them hesitate a little bit, and then about probably 3 minutes, they'll kind of forget that they're supposed to hesitate, and they become that good player again.
You're right. They're showing just kind of a freak defense here.
It's like
coach.
a 1-2-2 high.
Yeah. It forces the turnover. Kenmore-Garfield's done a pretty good job with the different looks that they've given, but it's how many?
Booked it with 10 on that one.
Yeah.
10 turnovers.
And I got Kenmore-Garfield with 13 now.
Yeah.
I mean, they started fast and furious. Both teams have kind of handled it pretty well for the defense that's being played.
It's kind of a defense that you tell people not to play where all the defensive players are looking at one player.
Yep. Travel called by our partners behind us.
I'm not mad at that at all. She gets the ball. She's kind of under the basket and disoriented a little bit. But still playing hard to get in the rebound. That's important.
Yeah, just a little too quick on the shot. Didn't need that shot. You can get that one anytime.
Oh, just dribble out. Dribble out and reset at this point.
Chance has a good look at it. It's too long. Good job by Nash running it down. Another three-pointer, no. And that time, Kimari Shelton did a good job of blocking out Cheatham. Couldn't quite get to it. Out of bounds. Again, if you're Bookdale, do you settle? I know they're open looks, but when do you just say, we got to attack, try to get Taylor out of the game?
You got to look to the corner. See, they moved her over to the side, so now they can kind of reset. They're going to try and double her along the sideline.
Somehow she gets through.
Gosh, she's so tough to stop. You try to get next to her, but that shoulder keeps you away.
Yeah, and she never extended the arm. I mean, she didn't do anything to offensive foul, and it's not necessarily quick, but it's powerful and with purpose. It was a jump ball.
Jump, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they called the foul there.
Nope. Bunkley runs it down.
Yeah, I would give it back to Shelton. Almost needs to back down from the three-point line, so they turn it over again.
Stallings doing a great job not letting Lopp get it right there. That was key to that possession. But Kenmore, you feel if Bookdale can get the lead, they may keep it. But so far in the second half, they just haven't been able. They've tied it once. I was about to say twice, rim and no.
Yeah,
Maya Taylor with the rebound.
I was gonna say you got to talk him into a long jump shot.
But part of this is Kenmore-Garfield's defense. They're willing to give it up. And you say not a good shot, but she creates space and draws the foul. So a great one-on-one play by Lopp.
She's hesitating going to the basket, and there's for good reason. The key is all congested.
Yes.
And she's got 3 great rebounders. So if she goes to the hole, she's going to run into her own team. Crucial 3 throws.
Yeah. Rare miss for Lopp from the free throw line. This one still would make it a 2-score game. That foul was on Stallings, her third.
Yeah, getting up there, though. Team 7th.
Yep. Kenmore-Garfield
so
shoot the rest of the way. Wow, Lopp misses them both, but that's going to stay with Kenmore-Garfield. Look who's around the rebound again,
yeah.
Shelton.
And this, from a Ram standpoint, you want to get Shelton the ball because they're going to have to come and double or triple or set a screen. Good design play.
Great field jailbreak screen there, all 3, and she slips behind it. Huge 3 by Lopp.
Yeah, you basically have 2 towers, and she slips behind.
What a left-handed finish by Stallings to answer. 39-35 your score.
Yeah, moved Cheatham out to help when they double in other areas.
Loose ball, but it ends up being a great pass.
Was it a block shot? Was it a pass? The stat sheet might go as a assist.
Kumari Shelton, and right back the other way. And fast and furious we go. Amaya Stallings, 5 straight points to keep her team in it. Cuts it back to a 3-point game, 41-38, after Shelton scored on the other end. So the action fast and furious.
Yeah, and for the Griffins, rebounding has stepped up. You know, you look at not only 11 rebounds at halftime, they've come out and had a focus. Nash has got 7. Banks has got 5. Chance has got 4. Mason's got 4 and 2 blocks. So they've come out and try to get this momentum shift. In the third quarter, they actually outscored them 15-13 to start dwindling it away a little bit. And they're doing the same here in this quarter.
I mean, look how close these scores have been. Bookto outscores them by 1 in the first quarter. Kenmore-Garfield outscores them by 4 in the second quarter. Bookto outscores them by 2 in the third quarter. I mean, it has been just about as seesaw and back and forth. There hasn't been many lead changes. But other than Kenmore-Garfield getting out to that 7-point lead there for just a brief second, it has been back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, and look for Buckley here the last 3 minutes. She's going to have an open jump shot that she's got to sink, whether it's on the elbow, on the baseline, or a 3. Those are the shots that she's able to get because she's not one of those core rebounders that are inside, and she's got lob to draw so much attention away.
Who's going to be able to knock down the big shot? That's what it's going to come down to. Ooh, you got a trap right there. And they get it, and they get the steal. That's a block. Yep. Didn't quite get there. And Cheatham, going to be Lop's third foul. She just didn't quite.
So not a shooting foul. Wasn't in the act of shooting. Kind of tripped her up on the way there, which is considered a block. There's no tripping signal.
They get it in. Nash kind of forced that one, can't get it to go.
Under the basket.
Oh, wide open, yep. And that's a good foul by Chance, just reacting to not give up the layup.
Taylor almost had a 3-second violation for waving her hands under the basket so much.
And it wouldn't have been her fault. She's still open.
And then she finally turns and, you know, the Griffin flies by and knocks her on the arm.
She's got to be thinking, maybe if you could have got me that ball, I don't know, 7 seconds ago. Chance's 4th foul. 2 big free throws here for Taylor. Back iron off on the first.
Well, not making an easy story written for the APS-IS player of the game, that's for sure. As the team's back and forth. You like rebounds, threes, turnovers, they're all back and forth. Yeah. It's hard to decide.
2 misses and lane violation.
So they're gonna call Lop for going over the 3-point line.
Gotta wait until the
but
ball.
She's way over here. Okay. I don't understand what the violation was. Oh, okay. Gonna say that she went below the 3-throw line while she was walking and talking to the coach. That's the ruling.
I don't know.
Yeah, so you can't walk. If you look, imagine the 3-throw line extended. She walked down to where her coach was, but still outside the 3-point line, but that's within the vision of the shooter. So that's why you're not allowed to go past that point. You could go over there and, I don't know. It's within the vision of the shooter is what it's defined as.
Well, luckily it didn't.
You're not allowed to wave your arms per se, but
didn't affect anything.
The coach could be flamboyant.
Oh, boy.
Leak out.
Lop with a great jump stop. No. Who's going to get that ball? Shelton's going to get it. Big offensive rebound again. Bunkley, there's that big shot. No. You mentioned it. She had a good look at it. Looked like it would go down. It didn't. Day-Day Nash with another rebound.
Late to follow up defensively.
Stallings for the tie. She got it. What a fourth quarter for Amaya Stallings. First tie since the third quarter. And as we said, and there's a throwaway. Little miscommunication. And as we mentioned, partner, we said if Buchtel gets this lead, they might not relinquish it. Still waiting. And we're going to have a timeout by Coach Whitaker. 41-41 your score, 1:59 left in a great City Series championship game so far.
And you'd love to have Lopp look for where Shelton is, at least on the floor. Know where she is. A big target to throw a pass like that too, for sure.
And if you're Kenmore-Garfield, you can't let Stallings open. 16 second half points for Amaya Stallings.
And we're seeing them double team Lopp, and you would expect Kenmore-Garfield, the Rams, to start double teaming Stalling to make someone else shoot. Well, I mean, look who else has shot in the entire second half. Maybe you only have two other people.
Maybe it's time to make Nash or Banks two players that, have 2 points between them. Maybe you don't leave them wide open. Maybe you dare them to take an outside shot here.
Well, you got to put someone on them that knows if you're in the vicinity of Stalling, you're double, and you double hard.
Both teams still with 2 timeouts remaining, so we might have plenty of time to talk about it. Nash with the ball and a chance to take the lead.
Sheldon wasn't even looking at Stallings.
Nice high-low action. That ball's tipped, though, and it's going to stay with the Lady Griffins. I like the high-low look. It was knocked away, though. Good hands.
But the zone wasn't following Stallings out there.
Good. Shelton was all over that play. Just Nash did a nice job kind of boxing her out to get the ball.
Yeah, overloading the zone.
Lopp with the rebound. They just forced Stallings a little bit, about 3 feet out of her comfort zone.
Yeah, and this is where I take Sheldon back over.
Another turnover.
And set a screen.
It went right through the hands, but it was hard for El Kadir to see it. Hand on the ball, and a lot of contact, no whistle. Still got a foul to give if you're Kenmore-Garfield.
Ooh, that was the shaker.
Yeah.
Could have gone to the hole easily.
Shelton, it's poked away. Ball on the floor. I thought they might call a timeout, but it still ends up their ball.
A weird sequence, just players trying to get it in the air. This is what happens when you're not
It got quiet for a second because nobody even knew what to yell. Like, timeout, no, 3, what?
What a play, though, from on the ground to throw it up.
For 3. Oh, rimming out. Looked like it would go down. Cheatham with the rebound. We're going to have a foul in the backcourt. Not a shooting foul yet, though.
Al-Qadir with her first, team 6th. They'll be shooting the rest of the way as well. I think the table thought. They weren't sure who it was. Then they thought it was a shooting or a 1-on-1, which it was not.
Inside a minute, we're tied up. Electric atmosphere here at Firestone. Again, an open look for Stallings. It's way short. Kumari Shelton with the rebound.
Dribble it up. Lopp, you got to know where Shelton is. Shelton should be sprinting up the floor. She's too slow coming up.
Bunkley with it in the corner. El Kadir with an open look from 17, and she drills it. Amira El Kadir like she's been doing it all game. What a hustle by Nash, but it goes out of bounds. Turnover back to the Rams. Amira El Kadir. We said somebody's going to have to hit a big shot.
Yeah, and that's a weird play because you had Nash. She dove for the ball, and that's one of the negative parts of wearing the knee pads is she slides more than you expect off a regular rug burn, a floor burn, and she slides out of bounds.
And now you're not necessarily in a horrible spot if you're Buchtel because foul shooting has been an issue for the Rams. I would foul anybody but Lopp in this situation.
Yeah. Well, and we've seen the last 2 times when you've doubled Lopp, she'll pass the ball away, and they've had problems with the other players dribbling and not turning the ball over. And then we just had a last sequence where Sheldon, you kind of thought was going to take that shot, passes it up, finds the right teammate that puts the shot down in Al-Qadir.
It's only 6 for 18 from the line for Kenmore-Garfield in this game. And the Griffins are 7 for 8. So
I keep looking at these spots, but there's not anyone that's going to cut the tension here.
yeah, you don't want to do the funeral home in this situation, that's for sure.
It's just, gosh, it's good to be back.
I'm not even hungry. I'm so nervous right now.
It's good to be back and have some basketball, isn't it?
Yes, a little atmosphere in here tonight.
This is what it's supposed to be, and they're only at partial capacity.
Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way, so fouls will be shooting unless they're player control. Lop going to inbound.
Yeah, I don't like that.
She does get it inbound to El-Qadir, and they take the quick foul. Cheatham wanted the offensive foul, but that's nothing wrong with that foul, though.
Sends it to the line. This is a tough one.
I mean, if El-Qadir knocks these two down, partner, I'm going to just say go ahead and give her player a game right now. If they win, that's be the last 4 points of the ball game.
It's 1-1.
Again, clutch.
Clutch jump shot.
5 points all in the second half.
This is huge because the other team hasn't shot threes very well. They only have 4 in the game, and Stallings got 3 of them. Yeah, it goes in.
How about that from El-Qadir? For the last 4 points in this one, and now it's getting late for the Griffins.
Don't let Stallings open. Lee stays glued on the Stallings.
You got to get it off. They get one off. Oh! Offensive rebound and the foul. Which you say don't foul. Well, but that's okay. I mean, you don't want the clock to stop, but they're going to stop it with a timeout anyway. You don't want to give up a layup. At least make her make 2 foul shots.
There's a lot of harshness going on there. You're fighting for the rebound, but you also don't want to foul. It's her second. Both teams in the bonus now.
Shania Manson, 2 big free throws, and that one hit the rim about 5 times and goes in.
There's a lot of drama on
big
the basketball
one here.
rim this
I would
game.
expect a timeout here to set up your press if she makes it, which she does. And there's the timeout right away, but actually Kenmore-Garfield calls it.
Yeah, and you want to set up your press breaker.
Yep.
And this is where potentially you bring Lop down close, and you almost want to send that player on the deep route. If you can get a player around your elbow, because you only got 6 seconds left, all you got to do is touch it, and the clock starts. So even if it's a bad pass and she fumbles it and you don't get the possession, it's still going to take probably 3 seconds to get the ball and then start heading the other direction to try and get another shot.
Or do they have her inbound it because even though she's their best passer, but it takes away your best chance and the person you want the ball's hands into, because if they get it into anybody else, they're fouling.
You want that ball to hit somebody and the clock to start on your offensive side of the court. Even if it goes out of bounds, you have to inbound it and go the length of the floor. You don't want anything on your side where they could get a steal and get a layup. Because 6 seconds, a layup's a lot easier.
This is a perfect time to have Lop take it out, have Shelton flash out of bounds, pass with the ball because you're allowed to do that. Send Lop. That's what I would run. That's a once-a-year play.
The problem is the basket's right there, and I'd be worried.
Yeah, but throw it here.
I'd rather have
run
so
go.
this player, when we're drawing on a piece of paper here for the rest of you, I would have them run the baseline. You're allowed to run the baseline, go to the other side, hit the deep pass.
She's going to inbound it. She's looking deep, and they throw it deep. That's going to be stolen. Oh! Ball bounces right to her. Nash is good, and we're going to have overtime. Are you kidding me?
Now here's the thing.
You don't throw it deep.
The ball got tipped. You had a short inbounder. The ball got tipped. The clock should have started right away. It didn't. So now this long pass doesn't even make past half court. It doesn't make it past half court. And now they get an opportunity. And you still had a ball bouncing around on both sides. And that's why running the baseline, if she fakes that pass, takes off down the baseline and makes that throw, now there's not someone in front of her to tip that ball.
Again, the argument is, why do you have her inbound it? Well, she's your best passer, the one that you have the faith in getting it to. But they set a play up deep, and it wasn't open, but the ball just bounced. A great bounce off the loose ball. It was as good as a pass. And Nash, who hadn't scored the whole game. How about the last 2 minutes of that game? Nash, who was scoreless the entire game, just had 20 the other night, finds a perfect time to get her first 2. And El Kadir hitting 4 clutch points to keep her team ahead and not seal it, obviously, as we got 4 minutes of bonus ball. Peter, you knew this one had to go to OT, right?
Lop had 16 and 3.
So now momentum on the Bookville side, definitely. But again, Kenmore-Garfield has not given up the lead in this one. Can they keep it?
We'll tip it back off.
Defensive tip, obviously. Everybody back. Bookville wins it. Nice cutoff by Shelton. That'll open for Stallings for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound, tipped 3 times. Cheatham gets it. Almost travels, but keeps her feet somehow. And we'll reset. Cheatham with the drive to the hole, and she gets it. Leah Cheatham with a nice drive.
She hasn't scored since the first quarter.
Lop putting on a one-man show here. And she is fouled, I'm guessing, after the shot. Late whistle.
It looked like it was on the arm on the follow-through.
And that's what they're calling. It was late. I think that's what Coach Neugebauer was asking after the shot. It still would have been 2, but as is, Lop's going to get 3 shots in the old, one of my pet peeves, don't foul the jump shooter. It comes back to haunt you. Lop drills the first 2.
I love when the players forget it's 3. They all start moving, trying to rebound. Oh, yeah, it's 3.
So Bookville just grabbed their first lead since the second quarter, and Lop said, I'm getting that back. Makes all 3 of them.
Clutch 3-throw shooter.
They're back to that 2-3 extended zone.
Yeah. And Stallings, the zone was leaving it open.
And I like what Cheatham's doing. She's going inside. She's got space in there to operate. Be 1-1.
I'm sure the coach said drive to the basket. Stallings has been shooting well outside, but now we need that person to draw things in.
Cheatham back iron, no. Nash had it for a second, but Shelton just bumped it away from her.
12 rebounds for her. Oh, just got it tipped away and turned it over.
It was the right play. Just got a fingernail on it.
Bounce pass.
Yep, a step earlier. Cheatham loses that one unluckily off of her leg. A lot of time left in this one.
Someone's coming in, no one's coming out. There we go.
Banks goes in.
Cheatham wanted that back.
Yeah. (48-47). They're going back to that
moving Shelton up.
Hybrid zone.
Big target.
In and out. El Kadir, no. A lot of action inside. We're going to get a loose ball foul, I think, on Shelton this time.
Yeah, I think bumped her in the head.
Yep, they're going to get it on Kumari. Only her second.
Third. Well, that was her third. Didn't she have one down here? No, I was wrong.
They've kind of done a nice job as of late kind of forcing Shelton out. She hasn't done as much damage in the second half. Big 1-and-1 here for Banks. Front rim and good. We're tied again at 48.
Banks has had a nice game.
And she drills the second one. Booked will back up by one in this instant classic here.
And Sheldon's got to be aware of where she is and making herself available for a pass.
That's not there.
Oh, early whistle.
Yeah. Stays with Kenmore-Garfield, but yeah, Taylor ripped that away pretty quickly. They're going to have to find a way to get the ball back to Lopp.
Sheldon. She's the key. Such a big target. And we got pushing and shoving for a position prior to the inbound. Now, if they're this way, you don't have to allow space in between them. Side by side,
you had Taylor for a second. Good decision by Al-Qadir to throw it off the leg. Lucky.
Wise. IQ high for Al-Qadir.
And again, how about the job Stallings doing denying Lopp? Not an easy task. She gets it there. She's going to the rack with it. What a pass! Oh, but Taylor can't get it to go. Actually, it was, and then Shelton ties her up, but Bookta will keep the ball here. Too much time probably to pull it out, partner. Only up one with 2 minutes. We'll see if they attack.
It's a great pass. It's the right pass, but she went away from the screen. Just wanted it to fall through.
Great head fake. A great head. Whoa, how about Banks? The unlikely candidates coming through at the biggest times. Banks with 4 overtime points.
Try and get 2.
Yeah, you didn't need that shot. I got to have the ball in Shelton or Lopp's hands here.
Well, you got a minute 45, so I know you're down 3, but you don't need the 3. You got plenty of time. You're probably going to have at least
You've only hit a couple threes the whole game.
3 possessions, potentially.
Lopp doing what she does, finds Taylor again. This time Taylor puts it in. What a look by Lopp. Everybody thought she was shooting except her. They find Stallings late. She can't get it to go. Again, second shot. Third chance. Banks again. Why not? Bree Banks, what an overtime. 6 points. 3 chances at it. They could have got, they're going to get chances. She's going to foul out. They could have got her last time down the floor on the knockaway. There was a lot of contact. Banks is going to foul out. They'll go back to Cheatham.
Yeah, so Chance is going to foul out. She's going to have 10 points, 6 rebounds on her outing. Al-Qadir with 4 in the 4th.
Can she do it again? She swishes the first free throw. Ice water. 7 points for Al-Qadir now. To go along with 9 rebounds. Long iron on the back one. Day Nash with the rebound. And she loses the ball out of bounds. Two-point game.
Yeah, I like Sheldon in the back. Now you have Al-Qadir inbounding. And Lopp's on the other side of the court.
So, nice job. Banks kind of like lulled her in. She's open. Nope. Sheldon's got to do a little better job of sealing her off there.
She said bounce, put it on her hip.
That was a line drive. Shelton with it. She's going to work one-on-one here. Andre Drummond style.
Yeah, it'd almost be nice to have Lopp come set the screen because she's got so much attention.
Oh, how did she get that loose ball? Got it up and in. I thought she was going to turn it over.
Lost it, but effort stayed with it.
Tied up again.
Nash not sure where to go. Stallings passes it up. Hot hand in the second half.
Now, hey, one shot if I'm Buchtel. Banks, can she do it again? She loses it. A wide open Cheatham for three. In and out, but they get the offensive rebound. And that's going to be it for Jemiah Taylor. She's going to foul out as she fouls Manson. The story of this game, offensive rebounding. If either team did a better job on the glass, we would have never had overtime.
So Taylor will be done for the evening. She finishes with 6 points and 9 rebounds and 3 blocks.
Shania Mason, who's going to go to the line. She's 6 for 6 tonight, partner. Not trying to do that, but. And she drills it. Boy, you're going to have a tough pick tonight. 9 points for Manson.
APS-IS player of the game.
Still up for grabs.
Still undetermined.
2 for 2. 2 big shots. And Lopp, they got to make her give it up. They're sending 3 at her. It's a foul.
It is. I mean, it got her off her, and she's down.
And she rolled her ankle the other night. It wasn't bad, but she rolled it.
She rolled her wrist. Like when she fell, her hand came on the ball. But you might be right with the ankle.
She rolled it the other night. Not bad. She had to leave the game for about a minute or two. Kind of caught herself, didn't fall. This time she fell on it. Fouls on Cheatham.
Yeah, this would be nice to take a timeout. Yeah, take a timeout and just let her loosen it up a little bit because the pain is going to be sharp at the line and it's going to distract you from your shooting. Culinary arts, pet management, cosmetology, masonry, and many more are among the diverse and exciting programs offered every day at APS. Visit Akron Public Schools online at akronschools.com. APS-IS also wants to thank the HEPA Environmental Services Incorporation for their support of Akron schools and athletics. HEPA Environmental Services Incorporation providing timely, safe, and cost-effective abatement and disposal and remediation services. 20.2 seconds.
Bonus ball time, and when we come back, Ayanna Lopp going to go to the line here to shoot 2. Double bonus the rest of the way for everybody.
Oh.
And she's got 19 right now. She's getting a little gimpy. Can she knock them both down?
You're really hoping to get the first. Second, you've rebounded pretty well. You got Horn in now for Taylor. Gets the first.
4 points, all from the line in overtime. Back iron, no with the second one. Cheatham with the rebound. You're going to have to foul somebody.
Foul quickly. 10 seconds now. Got to foul. I don't know what we're doing.
You got to foul.
You're down.
You had to foul. A lot sooner than that.
A lot sooner. 18 seconds, Peter. 18 seconds to get a foul in.
Banks with a chance.
You can't advance the ball. You got to shoot in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Even off the rebound. Banks has been fantastic at the line.
And you argue, depending on what happens here. Now you got to, maybe you missed the second one? I mean, I know they can take a timeout, but it might be better.
Well, you take the points.
Why? They're going to have to shoot
a long
three.
Three would beat you.
Well, it's going to beat you anyway. And they get the offensive rebound, so who cares? Now that's way too much time off the clock. 2 seconds off the clock there.
You know, looking at it, you're going to have Lopp with 20 points and 3 rebounds, as 0.8 isn't enough time. You'd have to.
You definitely missed the second now.
Yeah. You're going to have Al-Qadir with 7 points, 9 rebounds. Sheldon finishes with 16 points and 12 rebounds for the Rams. But the problem is the 20 turnovers that the Rams had.
She makes that one. And they almost got a foul there.
They did, but the game is over. The hand started coming up. I think if she would have been in a shooting motion, there might have been a chance to get the whistle to have air come out of it, but Bookville's going to come away as a champion this year. On the other end, certainly you had, for the winners for Bookville, Chance had 10 points, 6 rebounds. Mason played a fantastic game with 10 points, perfect from the line, and 6 rebounds. But our APS-IS player of the game, certainly no doubt, Stallings.
Yeah.
With 22 and 6 rebounds. But you look at her second half stats, just fantastic. Leading scorer in the third quarter, the fourth quarter.
And made Lop work for everything on the other end of the floor, too.
And had the hardest assignment on the other end. And that's why she's our APS-IS player of the game.
What a ball game. I mean, you got to be thrilled if you're the Griffins, and you got to be sick if you're the Rams. They led 3 quarters of the game, played their hearts out. Just a bad bounce here and there did not go their way, and Bookville took advantage when they had to. Clutch overtime by Banks and Stallings the whole way. We want to thank everyone that made it possible in this great ball game. For Ryan Rittenhouse, Peter George, Dave Schick, I'm Joe Pukansky. Congratulations to the Bookville Lady Griffins, your series tournament champions. We'll see you next time for our boys championship.